Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Westby. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC, as we're set to bring you a really good ball game, we think, tonight. Joining me, Dan Grass, as we follow the Norsemen. And Dan taking on the Blue Golds, one of the premier teams in the state.
Yeah, once again, they're off to a 3-0 start. They got wins over Altoona and teams that we know, Luther and Arcadia, they beat pretty handily. So it's going to be a battle here for the Norse for sure.
Well, we look forward to tonight's ball game. Looks like we're going to have, I didn't know if we were going to do the national anthem right away, but everybody says, let's stand and do the national anthem. Well, the Pledge of Allegiance led by, I think that was Mike Winiger down there, wasn't it?
It is. Is that Mike Winiger down there?
He's down. Oh, maybe it was Andy. I bet it was Andy. Andy's doing the quick stuff here with the announcements and stuff. Well, Dan, we're about set to bring in the starting lineups. Why don't we have you give us the lineups as they come across here?
Will do. And starting for Aquinas, number 2 is the sophomore Macy Donarski. And also number 5, Bailey Thies. Oh boy, I'm going to ruin that all night. And we have number 11, Bree Barr. And another sophomore, Shea Barr, 5'8" sophomore. And J.C. Weisbrod is a 5'11" junior. And for the Norse, one of 3 seniors starting for the Norse is number 1, Allie Weniger. And then we have number 12, a senior, Macy Stelner, number 2. And then we have a junior, number 3, Finley Conrad. And then we have number 21, a senior, Grace Hebel. And finally, we have a sophomore, number 24, Jada Berg.
Who is that doing the announcing over there?
I can't even see with the mask. We need all the intensity we can get in the gym, and with as few fans as you can have.
There you go.
Yes. I'm all for excitement, for
Absolutely. I love it.
Berg's going to jump against Weisbrod here. So, I know I was looking on an online site. I hope it's right, but Macy Donarski averages 20 points a game for almost 21 for Aquinas. J.C. Weisbrod has 16 or 18 points a game, and then a couple more with 8 points per game. So they put the ball in the basket for sure.
Oh, boy, that they do. Well, here we are with the Norsemen as they get the tip. Jada Berg out jumps Weisbrod, and it's Westby ball, and they look to start that offense, moving the ball around. There's a shot up a little bit over the top, a very strong shot. Good look by Berg, but had way too much energy on it.
I don't know if she thought she was going to get hit or maybe got the ball hit on the way by or something, but that's not normal for Jada to miss a shot that much.
Coming a 3, and wow, look at that.
Yep.
That's
right off the bat there. That's J.C. Weisbrod. Yeah. She hits the 3. 3-0 Aquinas. And they're playing half-court defense, so far not seeing the full court press that Coach Hebner was thinking he might see.
That might come along here. We'll wait, as you mentioned.
Sure.
Here is Winiger. Winiger had a tough night last night shooting-wise, and I got thinking about that on the drive down here. Allie could be kind of that ace, that trump card, or whatever you want to call it, because if she gets hot, and we've seen her hit 3s from way downtown. Here's a steal now, and the drive.
Good block by Grace Hebel. Another one is never going to give up on a play for sure. She gets the block.
Here comes
Donarski.
Here comes Stelner, back to Hebel up the top, moving the ball around Conrad. And it's going to be back up to Stelner. Macy fakes to the right, goes left. Here's a quick move by Winiger. No, she kicks it back out. Shot by Bird, no good. Off the front of the rim, just a little soft. Weisbrod comes back. She will look to try and take a stop here.
Another three for Weisbrod. We're going to get a timeout. I have a feeling Coach Hebner mentioned we probably shouldn't leave J.C. Weisbrod because she is a good scorer, has been for several years, I think, for Aquinas. And we're going to take a break, Ken? Or am I talking through your commercials? I'm sorry.
That's okay. We'll take that break. And back we come, and the Norsemen bring the ball down the court. We're going to take a look here with Stelner out of this right wing. They'll come right back over as she goes to the top. Winiger wants to do the same, now down low, further into the court, we might say. And we're going to get a reach-in foul.
You have to see who they got that on. I don't know. That was Wider. No, that was number 5. Picked up that foul. There's a turnover, and we're going to get a foul on Stelner, it looks like. The loose ball foul there. Stelner picks up her first. Yeah, that last defensive possession for Westby, which resulted in the timeout. Westby had 2 players follow the ball on a pass and left Weisbrod wide open in the corner for her second 3.
Over on the far side now is going to be the Blue Gulls back up to top with Dinarski. They'll come back out to Dinarski. She takes a step in, now kicks the ball over here to the near side. They'll play catch with Dinarski. Here's a 3 on the way, and my goodness, they hit that one. That was number 3 and Bree Barr. That was a 3 by Bree Barr.
3 for 3.
My goodness.
For Aquinas so far.
9-0 lead. At the 15-minute mark. Here's a 3 on the way. That's no good by Stelner. And look at Winiger. She tries to track it down. Good hustle over there.
Yeah, good hustle by Winiger. Not a bad look on the shot there by Stelner. Good hands there by Berger. Almost did a steal. Stelner almost able to save it, but it will stay with Aquinas as Aubrey Jothan enters the game for Jada Berg. Hannah Nelson is in the game for Westby as well, number 31.
Taking a look at Dinarski once again. Back over to Weisbrod and back to Dinarski. 9-0 lead here. Opening moments of the ball game, hitting those threes, as Dan mentioned. Weisbrod. Defense picking up here by the Norsemen. They'll skip the ball over here, and here comes a 3. That's no good. And a rebound coming away, number 11, and Aubrey Jothan. Bounce pass up here to Winiger. Winiger looks the field over, now goes back up to the top of the key. Lobs it down low. Jothan has it knocked away. Reaching in was Barr, tipping it away from her.
Westby retains possession here. They're going to try to get something out of the out-of-bounds play. Got Jothan cutting to the basket, can't handle the pass. That's going to lead to a run out.
Yep,
Dinarski, and she finishes.
Tell you what, she got a good quick jump on that one, almost like a sixth sense that the ball, that Weisbrod was going to pick up that ball. Here we go. They've really made a living on that kind of stuff. They get a turnover and they send somebody and try to get the easy layups. And you know that, and playing a year together with Donarski and Weisbrod last year, obviously they probably played in junior high, club ball most likely. There, the ball's tipped away by Weisbrod. Weisbrod is just early on in this game has shown that she's a true athlete here.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I know she. I don't know. I didn't watch Aquinas girls play much last year, but I know the name well. She was quite a contributor on last year's team, if I'm not mistaken.
There's a bucket for the Norsemen, and I apologize. I didn't see who hit that one.
Shoot, I kind of zoned it out too.
I
think
maybe,
it
was it Hebel?
I think it was Grace. Yeah,
That's
Grace
what I
Hebel.
thought, but
Since it's my job to keep the score, I should probably pay more attention to that, huh?
well, I should have been calling it. Yeah. Here we are. Donarski will come right back. It's another 3 on the way by Barr. No good. And a rebound taken away here. Well, somebody went flying. That was Weisbrod to the floor. Here comes Stelner. It's 5 on 4. Shot rimmed in and out. No good. My goodness. Westby will retain possession here, though.
Good strong take by Stelner. Couldn't get the friendly roll with the left hand. Good move for Jothan. Finds herself an open shot and hits it.
Well, I tell you what, she really did a great job of squaring up those shoulders and had a dandy look and knocked it down. 11-4 now as the Norsemen answer back with 4 points of their own. And they'll look to try and do something here defensively now on the Blue Golds. Got to continue on with that. Here's a 3 on the way. That's overshot. Picked up by Winiger, and she will spin back down to the middle of the court. She stops, wants to pop that one, but it goes a little bit short. Now picking up on the ball. We're going to get a timeout here by Aquinas. Barr able to get Bailey, is it Tish? Is that how they say it?
I missed it. That sounds right, I think.
We'll go with Tish. She picks up the rebound. We'll take a timeout. Well, thanks to those sponsors, we got to do a quick hit on them. I promised I would at least mention them during the ball game here. And we'll start with American Family Insurance, the Phil Strand Agency, Westby and Viroqua, also the ADRC Aging and Disability Resource Center of Vernon County. There's going to be a 3-second call on the Blue Golds. Westby will get the ball back on an unforced error. Also, the Bank of Cashton, that's Scott Wall and his great crew on Main Street. And also Bobby Johns on Front Street. There's a reach-in foul by Winiger, and she would wish that she could bring those hands back on that one. Just a quick reach-in, and that's not something we want to do in adding to anybody's foul totals, let alone the team's.
Right. Yeah, a little frustrated. Donarski did a great job anticipating that pass, went up high and got it. Winiger picked up the foul.
Norseman and Tish, number 5, with the ball. Comes back up to the top of the key with Barr. Barr over to Donarski, back to Barr. She has an open look, strong in the back of the rim. Tish comes away with it. And they'll start over. Barr over the far side. Donarski makes a little move and comes back to the top of the key with Tish on the wing. Back up to Barr. They'll play catch down low to Weisbrod, or check that, that's 22 and Shea Barr. Weisbrod got a break. She's getting a rest, well deserved. We're going to get a travel call here now on Aquinas.
It was short of not getting that first offensive rebound, that was a really good defensive possession for Westby. Mm-hmm. They maintained their discipline in their zone and were able to force the turnover.
11-4 your score, 10:45 to go here in the first half action. It's going to be Barr guarding Stelner. Over to that far wing. Weisbrod comes back into the ballgame, by the way. Here's a shot up and good by Hebel. She was behind the backboard, Dan, and got that one to drop. Quite the angle.
Yeah, great move.
They'll come right back. It's going to be Barr up to the top with Donarski. Donarski fakes the drive, comes back over to Weisbrod. Weisbrod only a junior. Donarski a sophomore, so these two are going to be a 1-2 punch again next year for the Blue Golds. And now, Dan, the defense picking things up a little bit.
Yeah, it's two possessions in a row with just great defense with what they're going to need to do. Stelner's going to get a break.
Winiger comes in. She'll handle the ball as she gets it to Hebel and then back to Winiger. Barr on top guarding Winiger. Over on that far side, that ball just got away from Grace. Hebel not able to control that one, and it goes out of bounds. Thanks again to some of those sponsors. Cashton Farm Supply, that's Ernie Peterson and his crew out there on Highway 27 near Cashton. And also Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op, integral part of that Chaseburg community. Back over here to Donarski. Donarski fakes to the left, goes right. Now dishes back off top of the key over to Weisbrod. Weisbrod to Barr, back over here to Donarski. Donarski on the drive, a left-handed shot that drops. That was quite an athletic move there.
That was. I noticed Aquinas had Barr run the offense at the top. I think they were trying to get something for Macy Donarski offensively.
Jada Berg back into the ball game, and Finley Conrad as well. Bounce pass up to Winiger. So you're starting five back in for the Norsemen, with the exception, I guess, of Stelner. Ooh, that shot in and out, no good, but that was a pretty good-looking shot by Allie Winiger.
I feel like we saw that a few times in the first game too, huh, Ken?
Yeah, just a little bit. I tell you, she had some good-looking shots. Weisbrod will hit the two on a little fadeaway.
Well, her shot looks really good, doesn't it, Ken?
I tell you.
That rotation is perfect.
I was just thinking the same thing. That rotation is looking so smooth. And now here is Barr, and boy, Barr goes down. She took one right in the chest. She's able to get up, though, and regroup. And now taking the ball away, Hebel is, she might get hit with the foul.
She's going to get hit with the foul. It's a good aggressive. She just went after the ball hard. And
ran into Weisbrod.
Yeah, and when she runs into people, they tend to fall.
They do.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure why.
Yeah. She's about as strong as they come, I think.
Boy, I tell you, she is. And she is so athletic, so quick, and that's what gets her. I mean, she's just a good athlete. Has a good study of the game, too. Here is a quick toss. Boy, that one off the chin of Tisch. Now Tisch with the shot. She hits the three. Again, another three here for the Blue Golds, and they're out in front by a dozen at 18-6. And let's turn Dan, let's take, you take it over here.
Sure.
I didn't realize we were past that 9-minute mark. I apologize.
No worries. There's a turnover right away. Errant entry pass to Conrad, and Aquinas looking to push. Stelner to the top. Stelner. And we're going to get a jump ball there. I'm sorry, that was Donarski, who missed on a shot, and then she forced a jump ball. It's going to stay with Aquinas, I believe.
Well, it just shows that you can't fall asleep with Donarski around.
Oh, no, not with any of them for sure.
Right.
That's
right. Well, while they're doing that, how about a quick look here? Coon Valley Telecommunications bringing you today's game, as well as Culver's of Viroqua.
So on the inbound, it goes to Weisbrod. Weisbrod, there's Donarski. In the corner back to Weisbrod, and that's another open look, and that one back rim. Offensive rebound for Aquinas, but we're going to get a steal and a jump ball. Stelner good and strong with the ball there, was able to take it away, and jump ball is going to go to Westby. And we are going to get a full timeout here, I believe, by Westby. So we'll take a break. We'll be back in, about a minute, I suppose. I get the full timeout. But we're back. Westby's going to have the ball. They're trailing 18-6 here, 7:29 in the first half. Westby needs to start getting some shots to fall. There's a pass that goes into counter. That's always a tough pass to pass into the post from the top like that. Looks pretty when it works, but it's a tough angle, a tough catch, and a tough pass for everyone involved. And Westby does turn the ball over. Hannah Nelson into the game for Westby. She's playing the top of the 3-2 zone. Westby looking to try to trap a little harder out of this. It's kind of a bold move. It's going to lead to some open threes, I'm afraid. There's a rebound for Westby, and Weniger brings it up. Neither of them wanted to give up that rebound, did they?
Burke says, oh, okay, you take it.
I was going to give it to you anyway, probably. There's a three by Stelner. That looks good, and that's in and out. Rebound for Aquinas. One comes up and Tees with an entry pass. It's stolen by Stelner. Stelner looking to push. Gets free throw line, makes a spin, goes. It's Hannah Nelson in the corner. A little bit of a trouble here. Able to find Stelner. And Westby resets the offense. Aquinas has switched to a man-to-man here, and it's an aggressive one, and they're all over the passing lanes. And Westby coming out of that timeout, I think is when they switched, so I think it kind of took Westby off guard here. It might take a possession or two.
That was O'Flaherty, Fiona with the push on the ball, tipping it away.
Aubrey Jothan re-enters for Finley Conrad. Yeah, I know from what I have watched Aquinas play in the state tournament, so out of timeouts, he does like to switch up the defense for a possession or two, just to kind of waste the timeout for the other team almost. And there's a good move by, she draws the foul. That's Aubrey Jothan. She's going to go to the free throw line. She's having a nice half here so far.
She did a great job battling underneath there.
She's one of those players who always seems to be where the ball is. Mm-hmm. She's not very tall. She's not overly strong, really, but she's always in the right place and is a great rebounder because of it. Her first free throw is good. Rolls over the front rim and in. Hebo back into the game for Hannah Nelson.
You know, and I kind of get what you're saying. She's not really a finesse player because of the way she battles in there. But, yeah, it's just one of those, again, you got to have that nose for the ball.
A couple of free throws for Aubrey Jothan. Westby stays in the 3-2 zone. Weisbrod thought about the three, tried to penetrate, and there's a little runner off the glass, and Aquinas is going to get another second chance opportunity as Zanarski gives to Thien in the corner. Oh, that's Tisch, I'm sorry. She brings out high to Weisbrod. There's Zanarski in the corner.
Twice Jada Berg has nearly come up with a steal.
Trouble now. We might get a time. There's going to be a jump ball. That was great defense too. They took away a lot of options there, and that one's going to go. This one's going to go to Westby. Great defensive possession there for the Norse. Trailing 18-8, 5:17 left in the first half. Kind of the same struggle. Oh, sorry, it stays with Aquinas. I thought it was the Norse ball. Kind of the same thing as in the JV game, huh, Ken? It just feels like Westby could just make a couple more shots. It'd be just. The rims have not been kind.
I'm with you on that one.
There's an entry pass knocked away by Stelner, but yeah, their energy has been great on the defensive end for sure. In Brones to Donarski. She sets the offense, gives to Weisbrod, back to Donarski. She's always looking to penetrate. Westby's doing a good job of cutting her off. They're keeping her out of the lane for sure. She almost gets there. She kicks. That's a good kick and dish to an open three. And there's a rebound by Hebo, and here she comes, and that gives it to Jothan. Jothan pulls, stops. Maya Keenlance into the game now, number 10, as Berg throws a three, and that goes down, and that's going to fire up the Westby faithful here for sure.
Tell you what, that was a real nice looking shot too.
It was. It was. That was great. Well, Hebel got as far as she could, and Jothan did a nice job of penetrating just a little bit farther and then kicking back out, and that's when it's a good. There's a tough three by Weisbrod. Jothan comes away with the rebound, 18-11. Jothan.
Kind of tipped by Keenlance. They're into Jothan's hands.
Jothan picks up the dribble. You got Berg. She's open. She's going to take another one, and that one rims out. Can't save it as Jothan, but there again, Jothan was right there for that one.
If that one would have gone down, they would have really been crazy. Our thanks going out to some of those sponsors. How about Evinger's Equipment, Sales and Service, along with Culver's of Viroqua, and of course Coon Valley Telecommunications.
Donarski sets the offense. Hebel up in the front of that 3-2 now. Donarski's still looking to probe and try to get in, but she does a nice job of driving just far enough for the kick, and a rough rim there for Weisbrod that comes out. Hebel gets the rebound, takes far. She's going to get Stelner with an open three, and that hits the back rim. A couple of Norse there for the rebound, but Aquinas comes away with it up ahead to Donarski, and Donarski makes a nice move, and she draws the foul. That was number 14 for Aquinas with that nice rebound. That was Elena Bagnevsky, who found a streaking Donarski, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I was waiting for Donarski to do a little fake and maybe pass the ball. I think it was Weisbrod that was coming in from the right side, on the far side.
Yeah.
But, you make a strong move to the bucket, things can happen. That's what Donarski did.
2 for 2 on the free throw, on the free throws for Donarski, and Hebner is going to take a 30-second timeout, I believe it is. So we'll be back.
Well, thanks going out to Gasser's Bar and Grill, along with embroidery and more. Along with, as I think we mentioned, Evinger's already, how about Gunnarsson Health? It's the Viroqua Clinic bringing you tonight's action here from the Westby Fieldhouse.
Bill Winiger back in the game for Westby. She brings the ball across timeline, sets up the offense. They got into the high post for Hebel, into the corner for Berg. She throws a three, and that's halfway down and out. And Aquinas comes away with the rebound. That was Bagnevsky. A couple rebounds in the game for her already. Donarski and Weisbrod playing catch from the top to the wing. And they reset. There's a little screen. Back to Donarski. Finds Weisbrod in the corner. She does a little dribble drive. Back to Donarski. She's open for the three. That's no good. A good box out there by Macy Stelner allowed Jada Berg to go corral that rebound. And Winiger brings up the offense for her. She was going to pass it and then decided not to, and that's an unforced error. Not very common for the senior.
Hebel will take a quick break.
Hannah Nelson back into the game. 20-11 here, 2:25 to go in the first half. And we got an injured Aquinas player. I'm not sure. I didn't see what happened, but
Bagnevsky, she might have got maybe hit in the ribs. I don't know.
I don't know.
She's going to come out.
I completely missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to come out, and
she is holding her rib there, yeah.
Bailey Teeth just going to come back into the game. I don't know if somebody went by and clipped her, or if.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Donarski back to top, continue looking to probe, finds Weisbrod, misses the three, long rebound, comes out to Aquinas, gives to Donarski. Donarski still looking to penetrate, gets underneath. Good ball movement by Aquinas, gets the wide open three, and that doesn't go. Battling for the board is Weniger. Weniger comes away with it, but I think, are they going to get a travel or are they going to get a foul?
A travel.
They do call the travel, okay.
Well, over on the sideline, Begneski, I think she might be okay. She got a fist bump. She did a fist bump with the coach with a smile on her face, so she had the mask down just for a second. Probably trying to catch her breath.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, Donarski back with it on the top. Probes, gives to Weisbrod. Back to the baseline. Look out top, looking to get in. This time she's able to get through and score. She made that look easy. I don't think it was as easy as it looked.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a little bit of a hesitation and then a good explosion dribble to the basket with the left hand for Donarski, and she is up to 8 points, 22-11. Berg with a good drive, and she can't connect on the shot. Who's battling her there for that board? Aquinas comes away with it. We're going to get a whistle. I think they're going to get Aubrey Jothan, and I think that was just a victim of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. His feet got tangled and she went down, and I think somebody came with her. Fifth team foul for Westby, first for Jothan, only 3 team fouls for Aquinas. It's been a very clean half here.
Yeah, quick game it seems like.
Yeah, just coming up onto a minute, and that's a wide open three from the corner that Weisbrod misses. She's cooled off a little bit, boy. The way she started out, I thought.
Yeah, you want to say, look out.
There's an Aaron inbounds pass. That one. That's just one thing you can't do against this Aquinas team is assume they're not going to be there, because they're a very good defensive team, very long and athletic, and they're ball hawks for sure. So Keemans is going to enter the game now for Weniger. 59 seconds to go in the first half, 22-11 Aquinas. That was Westby's 6th team foul, so Aquinas will be in the bonus for the final 50 seconds of this half. Donarski brings the ball across, hits the corner. There's Thiem for the three, and she's got a nice looking shot as well. That's her second three from the baseline. It's 25-11. She's up to 6 points with her second three-pointer. Stelner brings the ball across timeline, backs out now. Nearly gets it taken away. We're going to get a foul on Donarski, I believe.
Yeah, she got up into the hands of Stelner on that one.
Stelner's strong enough to be able to deal with that and draw that foul. If you're not strong, you don't have strong hands, sometimes that's an easy steal. But so Nelson up top picks up her dribble, makes a pass at the feet of Stelner, and that turns into a turnover, and that one is swatted away by Macy Stelner. No foul. I don't believe that's going to be a Aquinas ball underneath.
But the fact that Stelner got the block on Donarski brought the crowd some life.
Yeah, it sure did. And Macy hit that with a little bit of authority. That wasn't the old Bill Russell keep it in play block.
That's
for sure.
true.
A near steal by Nelson. And we're going to get a travel. Yeah, Nelson got in there and interrupted things a little bit, forced the travel there as Keeble is going to enter the game for Nelson. That was a good stretch of minutes there for Hannah Nelson.
Right.
Couple minutes she got there. So Weniger's going to bring the ball across the timeline where Donarski's waiting. Stelner on the top. She's trying to try to penetrate. Kind of back to that 1-3-1 zone now for Aquinas. Stelner with the long three at the buzzer, and that falls short. So Westby, they're going to go to the locker room. It is 25-11 Aquinas. And yeah, same thing, Ken, as far as the JV game. Westby just didn't get enough shots to fall. Otherwise, this would be a good game. I think defensively, Coach Edenmer will be happy.
Yeah. Let's take about a minute break here. Take a look at we'll be back as Dan checks out the scoring totals for the first half. We'll return in 1 minute time. Well, while we have a chance, we're going to talk a little bit while Dan continues to work on the scoring. Coming up next week, we'll have a couple of events, a basketball game, girls basketball game, a single game on Monday. It is going to be the Westby Norsemen hosting in a non-conference tilt the North Crawford Trojans as they come to town. That ball game, varsity only, will start at 7 o'clock right here on Channel 7. We hope to have that on Facebook and possibly on the YouTube, Westby Area School District YouTube channel as well. And then the very next night, Tuesday, right back here in the field house. Boy, 4 events in a row here that we're following the Westby Norsemen here in 2020, the late December. So it should be a lot of fun. It'll be high school wrestling as the Arcadia Raiders will come to town. We look to have a pretty good varsity match that evening on Tuesday. We'll be on the air at 6:30, wrestling match to begin varsity competition at 7 o'clock. Well, Dan, we take a look here, 25-11 the score. The Blue Goats jumping out to a quick lead. They hit a number of threes. I know you were going to give us the total on that, but boy, they see, as you said, I distinctly remember you going, they're 3 for 3 on threes.
Yeah, they did cool off a little bit. They ended up with 5 threes in that first half.
Okay.
Led the Macy Donarski and J.C. Wyprode led the way, 8 points each, and Bailey Teach had a couple of threes for 6 points, and Bree Barr had a 3-pointer for 3 points. So that's the 25 points for Aquinas. On the Westby side with 11 points, Aubrey Jothan had a basket, a couple free throws for 4 points, and Grace Hebel had a couple of buckets for 4 points, and Jada Berg had a 3 for 3 points, so that's their 11. The reason I was doing some quick math, which is very hard for me. Just looking at, Westby or Aquinas put up 93 against Arcadia.
Yeah.
But in their other games, they averaged 65 points a game, so that brought their average up. They're averaging almost 80 points a game, and Westby held them to 25 here in the first half. So Westby did a lot of good things, I think, making things very difficult for Aquinas, on the offensive end, and they just didn't get enough shots to fall. But and we know Aquinas is a great defense.
Right, and and I go back and I look at, you're talking about those threes. Jada Berg had 2 that rimmed out.
Yep.
I mean, they were beautiful looking shots, and they were in the cylinder and they just kicked out. We had a couple others that were off the front of the rim. It's always the what if, could have, would have, should have kind of a thing. But when you look at the fact that they're getting off some nice looking shots here, I think that's got to give them some confidence. And now they just got to try to knock them down. Yeah,
right. It could be a lot closer than the 14 points that they are down here at halftime. But it is what it is. They're down 14 points, and you can bet Aquinas is. We figure Westby will play a little bit better offensively in the second half, but we got to figure that Aquinas will probably play a little bit better as well. So it's a tough road to hold here against this Aquinas team to come back 14 at halftime, but.
If you're Coach Dave Donarski, do you come out in the second half with that press?
I don't know. I don't know his team well. I know he's done that in years past, and he's had a lot of talent and a lot more length, I think, in years past, where his press might be more effective.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm sure it's in the arsenal. I'm sure it's something they're working on. I think maybe he feels it's not quite where it needs to be just yet early in the season. With they had a fair amount of turnover, I believe. So
right. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Let's put it that way. But
sure.
I can't say for sure.
Well, we got 5 minutes. We'll find out exactly.
I think so. And I say, and I'm sure he's not all that thrilled about the 25 points in the first half.
Right.
I think he thinks offensively they need to play a little bit better, and I know that they've liked to get turnovers and easy baskets, so he might try to do something to get more of them.
Could be. Well, time will tell. We hope that you're enjoying today's Western Wisconsin Video Production LLC basketball game here of the Westby and Aquinas, Lacrosse Aquinas Blue Golds in this girls' basketball game. We'll come back with more in 4.5 minutes, or maybe a touch before that. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back in just a little bit.
Gophers are going to overtime. 17-17. Well, Badgers did not. In fact, they scored 17 points. I'd like to know how they did that. They haven't been able to score. Yeah. Nice thing about it is it frees up tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm frustrated with the fact that I don't, because of COVID, they're not, like, we're just kind of over the phone, she was told, better wait for 12 weeks and stuff, I just, she feels like she can go. And so we have to make a decision, are we going to do the 12 weeks or should we, risk it? I don't know.
Back we come here to the Westby Fieldhouse. Ken Manning along with Dan Grass as we're bringing you this non-conference ball game. And I tell you what, it's a dandy one with the La Crosse Aquinas Blue Golds rolling into town. Norseman trailing here, as you can see, by 14 points, but they really haven't been playing all that bad when you stop and think about such a highly ranked team such as the Blue Golds. Here's a quick two, however, by the Norseman, and I think that was that Stelner?
That was Macy Stelner, first bucket of the game. Yeah, it was good for her to see that one go in.
Yeah, her first bucket?
That was her first bucket.
Wow.
Yep, she didn't score in the first half, which she's usually one of the higher scorers for the Norse. So
yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Nice look inside, and it comes right back out.
Weisbrod with the shot, no good, and Stelner now making her presence known right away with a nice rebound. And she'll bring up to the line. Now it's going to be Winiger. Her shot off the mark to the right, a little bit strong on that fire. Now bringing the ball down the court to number 11 here in Bree Barr. That shot no good, and Berg comes away with it. And now a reach-in foul on Donarski.
I think she thought she got a lot of ball, and she probably did, but that's one of those that you don't get the benefit of the doubt on very often.
Yeah, right.
And I'll tell you what, Westby did not do a good job of keeping her away from the rim that time. That was one of her, about the second time she's got to the rim pretty freely, and she just missed that one.
Uh-huh. Here is Stelner. She makes a move to the right, now dishes the ball over to Finley Conrad. She comes right back down low to Hebo. Hebo turns, and a reverse layup attempt that's off the front of the rim. That was a great try. It just didn't want to roll back into the hole for her. Back up to the top of the key with Barr. And now Donarski back up to Bree. Thought about the three and then said no. Barr over here to Weisbrod.
This is a set, too, I've noticed with Donarski not on the top there. I think they're trying to free her up, trying to get her more involved with the offense.
Oh, right, and here's a three by her. That's going to be a little bit long on the rebound. Weisbrod able to pick it up. Weisbrod makes a move to the right, back to the left, and then she pops it. About a 10-footer. And it's 27-13. Here's Hebo. She goes down low, and a nice-looking shot. Oh, a beautiful hang time there by Macy Stelner, and that ball floated through the net, and I do mean floated.
Yeah, I think they're making a conscious effort. Is that we're going to get a charge there?
Donarski
Stelner did a good job on drawing that
third
charge.
foul now, yeah.
That is her third?
Yeah. So that's an interesting situation now for the head coach and Dave Donarski. With 3 fouls, Donarski, though, still up on the top of the key as she bird dogs the ball handler in this zone defense. Trying to get that bounce pass, and it's going to be tipped. Last touch there by Bailey Teesh.
A lot of contact on that one, too. Yeah, it's a good. I like the call. I mean, just it's going to be Westby's ball either way. There, she tips it out. I don't think we needed to call a foul there. But
Hannah Nelson comes in for Jada Berg, who really made herself presence known in the first couple of minutes of this second half. Back over to Conrad and Stelner, way down in the corner on that far side next to the Westby bench. Here's Hebo. She'll try to bank that one in. No. And rebound coming away to Hebo, and we're going to get a jump ball situation. And I think it will be to the Blue Golds. I was trying to find that arrow over there.
Right. Yeah, boy, Westby did a great job of the short corner there. It's a couple of times that Hebo's been able to get the ball there. She hasn't been able to capitalize on a bucket yet, and that's something Westby, they got to keep going to that because those are good quality shots they're getting out of it.
And she was doing the right thing by trying to, use the glass a little bit there. It just needed a little bit more of a touch to the shot. Here's a shot up, no good by Weisbrod. Dropped right into the hands of Stelner, and here she comes down the court. She'll stop, now hands the ball off to Winiger. Donarski reaching in, better be careful, and especially with those 3 fouls. Quick toss, boy, almost a no-look throw, and it's going to go back to the Blue Golds. Kind of an errant pass on that one, and Coach Hebner has his hands on his head going, scratching his head going, why did we do that?
Yeah, that one, it wasn't, I don't think it was, they really pressured into that one at all. It was just kind of an errant pass. That we really got to limit against this Aquinas team for sure.
Yeah.
You want to limit it against anybody. But.
All right. Yeah, but when you know that your possessions are pretty valuable, you can't be throwing the ball away. Here comes Barr. She makes a nice move in her drive, and she's going to get the bucket and the foul, put her on the line. Bree Barr looking for the three-point play. Our thanks. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say thanks went out to Main Street Mobile Mart bringing you today's action, as well as Nordic Lanes up here in Westby, and in downtown Westby, it's Premier Co-op. Well, let's see. Did they hit both?
Missed the free throw.
Missed the free
It
throw.
was an and one. So
That's right. It was
and
and one.
Yep.
And so it stays at 29-15. Back to that 14-point margin once again. Here is Jothan back up to the top with Nelson and Stelner. Winiger trying to go down low. That might have been tipped by Barr.
I thought it was tipped on the pass, but it might have got hit again down low.
Okay.
I couldn't see.
Yeah, they're going to say it stays with the Blue Goes, though. Let's see. Jada Berg comes back into the ball game after a very short rest. I think she got maybe a minute.
Yeah.
And coach goes, okay, Jada, get those rebounds, kid. And, of course, she can make her presence known up there in the top of the key defensively. Well, you don't have to worry about it when somebody shoots like that. Bree Barr hits a three from downtown and puts them up at 32-15. Barr is trying to come right back, or Berg, excuse me, and she answers. Jada Berg with a nice looking three that floated through the net again. Barr back up in the top now. Looks at Donarski, goes to Donarski on that far wing next to the bench. Coming right back, they'll play catch a little bit. Now another three attempt coming up, and that one is rolling around, and Dan, it drops in a shooter's touch.
You bet. That's what shooters shoot, and shooters get those rolls for sure.
Yep.
She's on a little run here.
6 points, so both of them on the threes here in the matter of about 25, 30 seconds.
She's the one who also had the and one, too. So
That's right.
Got 8 points in a row
8
for Aquinas.
points, yes. Good catch on that one. I forgot about that. We're going to get the tie up, and it'll favor the Norsemen, so they'll get the ball into Nelson. Hannah looking over here to the right side, now comes back to the left and catches the hands of Stelner. Here's Berg, and they quickly come in on her. Not going to give her a chance to shoot the ball again. Not for an uncontested three anyways. This time, though, it's a nice shot by Macy Stelner. Boy, she got a little bit of separation there and put that shot up in a hurry. But calmly, too, though.
Yeah, oh, she knew she did what she wanted to do there. I think
Yeah.
she just wanted to clear the defenders and step back and hit that three. We're kind of at that stage of the game here, Ken, too, as there's a drive and Westby gets a stop where, you get that 11-minute, to go in the game, and Westby trails by 14 just like they did at halftime, and next couple minutes might decide how the rest of this game's going to go.
I'd sure like to get that down to, 10 or even a single digit,
Make a run. Ooh, Berg stepped on the baseline.
Just caught just caught the heel
Sideline.
on that sideline. Yep.
I was going to get it right one of those times.
Our thanks to Ray Choice Construction right here in Westby, along with the River Bank, supporting today's broadcast. And don't forget Kevin Blusky, Rural Mutual Insurance. Here's another three. That one's strong on the back of the rim. No good by Barr. Tracked down over there by Tisch. Now Tisch gets the ball back. Her shot no good. Weak side trying to get the rebound. It is going to go off the hands of Macy Stelner.
Yeah, she's a little frustrated with herself. I think she feels like she should have been strong enough to get that ball, and just not how it worked out. Just a subtle change here, I think, for Aquinas. They moved Bree Barr to kind of running that point on the top, and then when it moved Donarski around, Westby knows they have to guard Donarski tight, and it just changed where she was, and Westby has not done a good job of recovering to find out where the other scorers are. Just that little subtle change kind of changed things here.
Right. Well, Shea Barr just took a drive, the sophomore, and laid it up and in on the right side here, and it's a 37-21 lead. Westby with the ball back to Berg, now Winiger. Winiger will dribble back up towards the top of the key, now turns the corner, and we're going to get
a foul or a travel. Looks like they're going to get the foul.
A foul, okay.
Looks like one ref wanted to start calling the travel, but the official on the far side of us had the foul, so.
Let's see if that was, they're going to say it's on number 21. 21? No, 14 with Bagnevsky. I thought it was Bagnevsky before, to be honest with you. And that's why one official wanted to maybe start calling the travel, but Bagnevsky had locked right onto the arm and ball there. So Winiger, that's why the foul was called, actually. Now Bagnevsky with the steal. Here is a shot. Oh, my goodness, it's going to drop in. And that is Shea Barr getting her second bucket, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, that was about as good a fast break. And Westby, I thought, defended it fairly well, but that was just a couple of skilled basketball players making plays there,
Yep.
and it turned into an and one.
Our thanks going out to Scenic Bluffs Community Health Care corporate office in Cashton as Barr misses the shot and the rebound peeled away by the Norseman and Conrad, I believe. Here comes Stelner. Back over here to Conrad, who enters the game. And now that ball tipped away by Barr. Bree got her hand on there trying to get that steal, but only got the fingertip on it. So Stelner will inbound. She will go way out here on the top to Berg, up to Winiger. Winiger with a nice pass down low at the free throw line. And stepping in, Shea Barr is going to use her body and foul Hebel.
Well, all of a sudden, Shea Barr is involved in everything on the
Just
basketball
a lot,
court,
yeah.
isn't she?
Well, she probably goes, I'm not in here very long.
Right, yep.
You know.
That's a good inbound
Oh,
play.
my goodness, was that ever. And the bucket there, was that Winiger?
That was Winiger, yeah. Caught him in a defensive breakdown and got
Yeah.
the easy one.
Good for her. She needed to get a bucket here after some nice-looking shots that just have not fallen. Speaking of a shot, that's not going to go. And ripping the ball away, it looked like it was going to be Stelner, and then the ball wound up into the hands of Jada Berg. Stelner making a move here, and we're going to get a shot up by Winiger. She's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot three.
Pretty sure that was Donarski on that foul as well. That might be
Oh,
her
boy.
fourth.
If it is, that'll be trouble. Because that'll be number 4. It is.
That is her fourth. Winiger makes good on the first. I think, you know what? If you're Coach Donarski, I think you're looking at this as Macy has a lot of experience. She played last year as well, but there's 9.5 minutes left. She's got her 4th foul. She's going to get a break, and I'm sure they're going to tell her. But the lead is 14, and she's going to have to come back in, and she's going to have to play with that 4th foul, and they're going to need her to stay on the floor. So
Winiger hits all 3, and a timeout. I believe it might be Westby. I'm not 100% on that. Doesn't matter. We'll take a break. We'll return in 30 seconds time. Well, as we come back, 9.5 minutes approaching here left in the ball game, and again, a pretty good job here by the Norsemen. They're playing some inspired basketball, even though they trail. But to be honest with you, Dan, they have to play pumped up when you're playing a team like the Blue Golds.
Oh, you think If we don't know who the best is in the area or whatever, but Aquinas is certainly in the running. We don't know what Aquinas is going to be exactly, and I wouldn't be surprised if they end up being the best team in the area. And everybody knows it. Aquinas is used to seeing everybody's best, and Westby is playing awful hard, and they're hanging in there.
And isn't that the key thing right there, Dan? What you said, and the fact that everybody, because it's the Blue Golds, because of the reputation, and it's an excellent reputation, nothing bad against them at all when I say this, they are going to bring everybody's A game to them because of the quality of play. That is a credit to their system.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And if you're the opposing team, you should really just relish in the opportunity to get to play the best.
No kidding.
It usually doesn't go well, but you know what? Lace them up and go play.
Yeah. Well, speaking of lacing them up, hey, let's turn it over to you, Dan, for the play-by-play.
Yeah, and there's Stelner on the drive, and she's had a very good second half. There's Hebel with a big offensive rebound. We're going to get something going on underneath there. We're going to get a foul on Aquinas, I believe. Well, Hebel went in there strong for that rebound, and it appeared that she jumped straight up. It's hard to, that over the back call is Really, when you go straight up, it's a hard one to call. I kind of thought they were going to get one, but she didn't, and she battled and got a foul, and Stelner steps off the baseline on the inbounds pass. So that's kind of another unforced error. That's Coach Hebner's going to look back on this one. There's been probably more than he would like. But it's early in the season. That's when you get them.
Well, exactly. I mean, you think about this is game number 3 for the Norsemen. And things like that, unforced errors. Let's just say if there's 6 unforced errors, and you take those away, and 3 of those possessions you score, it could be anywhere from 6 to 9 points, which maybe won't make up the difference in the deficit here, but it makes things a little more interesting. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely. We're going to get another corner foul. Once again, Westby's defense was stellar on that possession. Jothan ended up with the ball. It's going to be a bonus situation. So, look, it is 7:44 left in this ball game, and Westby is in the bonus. They can continue to be aggressive here as Denarcy's going to enter the game. A great way to claw back into basketball games is do it from the free throw line. So they need to take advantage here, get to the line, and make them.
Very true. While they're doing that, let's take a quick look here. Sleepy Hollow bringing you today's action from Viroqua. Thanks so much to those folks, as well as down at Timber Coulee. It's the Snowflake Ski and Golf Club. Thanks to Steve Clement.
Jothan makes good on the first free throw, earns the bonus.
We also want to say thanks to Vernon Communications. My sincere gratitude to them. It was about 10 years ago when I got things going with this little business. And a lot of that was because Vernon Communications said, hey, we'll give you a little helping hand. And it was a nice nudge in the right direction.
Well, good. And I think it's a valuable service you're providing here too, Ken. It's neat to watch these games, these local high school games on TV.
Well, it's so much fun. And, of course, nowadays with the COVID, and as you can tell, not that many fans. It's
Not to mention the slow pitch softball we get to watch too. No. That's got to be great ratings.
Oh
right
God,
there.
that was fun. Hey, I was bragging you up this year, just so you know.
You know what? I think I played 3 games all year, and I think you were at the one that I really wanted you to be at. It's not always like that for sure.
Yeah, you were crushing it. That was fun. That was fun to see.
I just didn't want to have to run.
There you go. Here's a drive, and it's going to be a foul, I think, underneath here. So we'll turn it back over to Dan here, as it looks like it's going to be Bagnevsky who will go to the line.
Yeah, Bagnevsky at the line. The foul was on Macy Stelner. No, I'm sorry. That was on Aubrey Jothan. That's her second.
Okay.
My. First free throw missed, I believe. Second one goes in, so it's a 13-point lead for Aquinas here with 7 minutes coming up left. Weniger kicks to Jothan. Jothan with a nice. That's a good strong ball handling there by the sophomore Aubrey Jothan. Bagnevsky had her eyes on that one and thought she was going to maybe disrupt that, but good handles, made a good pass, and Stelner was going to get a wide open 3 out of that deal, but we got the foul. So let's see if Aubrey can put the free throws in. She makes her first again.
Now, I don't know. It looks to me, though, Dan, that Westby's been doing a pretty nice job with the line.
I'm not good enough to keep track of their misses. They don't have many misses, put it that way. I know Aubrey went 1 for 2 in the last trip. Made both of them. Free throw-wise, I do know we got a timeout here. Let's take a break. I'll count up, see how many free throws each team has made so far.
Okay.
And we are sorry, Ken. We are back. With 6:58 to go in the ball game. Aquinas with a 40-29 lead. Going back to that, Westby has 8 made free throws. And I know they've only missed 1 or 2, I think. So they're probably about 8 for 10 or so. Interesting note, Aquinas has only made 2 free throws. I don't know that they've shot. They haven't shot many. I know Donarski has 2 free throws, and I'm not sure. I think they've shot a few more, but only 2 points from the free throw line for Aquinas. It's kind of surprising. Donarski back in the ballgame with that 4th foul.
And I was just thinking about Donarski here too. You have to. Personally, I think as a coach, you kind of got to feel for her a little bit. She's only a sophomore.
She's had a whale of a game. I mean, she's got 8 points. She had 8 points in the first half, but she's been running the show here for much of it. She's a fine basketball player.
I couldn't even begin to imagine the amount of potential pressure might be placed on her because of the family legacy.
Right.
But I'm sure she relishes it too.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. We're going to get a foul, I believe, on Weniger. Westby got a little out of control on that offensive possession and kind of turned it over there. We're going to get a foul on Weniger now. I'm pretty sure it's a 4th team foul. I know that for sure.
3 new players coming in for the Blue Golds.
Yeah, 2nd foul on Weniger. So
Tisch coming back in, and also Weisbrod, excuse me, as well as Shea Bar, who is bringing the ball in.
Well, Donarski back to running the top of the offense here. Westby sticking with that, I call it a 3-2, kind of a 1-2-2 look. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. Good hands there by Weniger. Near steal. Into the corner, a little runner off the glass. That misses everything. The long rebound is controlled by Aquinas and Bree Barr. Comes back out to Thien. That's a good move a good strong move by Donarski. I think that's going to be before the shot.
Thanks to Vernon Electric Cooperative bringing you tonight's action here on Channel 7, as well as Vernon Manor Healthcare Center on the north side of Viroqua.
That was the 4th foul on Grace Hebel. That's not a situation Westby wants to have. There are 4 fouls on Grace. Another quick foul by Westby. They're starting to mount up, and the next one will put Aquinas into the bonus. 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Weniger checks out, and Amaya Keenlands enters the game. So we have Nelson, Keenlands, Conrad, Stelner, and Berg on the floor for Westby. Aquinas continues to probe the zone. We got Weisbrod up on the top now. He gets the Bar in the corner to Donarski. I'm sorry, that was Thien. Now Donarski has the ball still. Boy, she's always just looking to probe, get into that lane, isn't she?
Yeah.
And there she picks up the offensive rebound, kicks it out to the shooter, who hits the 3. That
was
Weisbrod. Yep. And that was Macy Donarski made that pretty much that whole possession, I believe, happen. She started the penetration there and got the rebound and the dish for the assist, and a missed 3. And I believe it's going to go out of bounds. Just lost the ball out of bounds. Shea Bar did.
Dan, I'm counting up. There's 11 sophomores on this Norseman team.
Yeah, it's a big class of girls for sure, and they've it's always been big numbers, and
that's wonderful.
It is. It's kind of almost a program saver. Unfortunately, as you look, there's only 2 freshmen in the program and 1 junior. So
wow. Yeah, it bodes well for the next couple of years.
Sure. Stelner misses the 3, long rebound, hustle, and Jothan can't save it. Good hustle. She was right there. Couldn't come away with it. 43-29, 4:21 to go in the basketball game here. Both teams are in the bonus. Aquinas inbounds, and Donarski will bring it up.
Thanks to VMH Vernon Memorial Healthcare, as well as the VFW of Viroqua.
Donarski gets into the lane, and she hasn't been able to get in there very often, but whenever she has generally made good things happen for the Blue Golds. She picks up her 10th point there. 45-29 now. 3:55 to go. It's kind of getting go time for the Norse here if they want to They want to get in there. That's a good feed inside to Hebel, who puts the ball in, makes the layup. So Hebel with their first points of the second half.
Great job watching, kind of protecting the ball with her body.
No, Denarski brings it out, and then Aquinas is not going to be in any hurry there. I think they're going to try to draw the defense out, and I think they feel like they can eat some clock and end up with a layup. As soon as I say that, Weisbrod doesn't hesitate and hits the three for her second basket of the second half. That's a three-pointer, and that's a steal by Denarski, and she's out in the head, and Jothan is not able to catch up to her, and there's a layup, and just like that, it's 50-31, and that's what Aquinas does to you. But timeout, Westby. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Our thanks going out to the Viroqua Booster Club bringing you tonight's action, as well as the Viroqua Dental Center, Dr. Leanne Klum. And the Viroqua Booster Club, of course, Eric Anderson, the AD, and Carl Zuby is your president. We'd also like to say thanks to the Varsity Funeral Home. That's Jay Varsity and his family, and, of course, all the years from 1970 on, helping out, supporting area.
Bill Weniger brings the ball across the timeline. They're kind of victim of what good teams do. Just that 30-second stretch where they get a turnover as Hebel is able to get a layup on a nice feed. Cuts the lead to 50-33 with under 3 minutes to go in the game. Yeah, but that 30-second stretch there, Ken, they got a steal and a layup, and then a three-pointer and another steal and a layup, and just like that, it feels like the game's out of reach. But Westby gets a steal, up ahead to Weniger. Weniger pulls it out. Stelner puts up a three. That falls short. It goes off Denarski's foot, I think, and then Westby was able to get the rebound. They're going to start some offense here, and Jothan has the ball on the wing. Gives to Weniger. There's a tough catch there. That one went right on her foot. So Jothan was open for a second, takes a dribble, can't clear a shot.
And I was thinking, on that previous offensive set for the Norsemen, you, like a quarterback, the defense will watch your eyes.
Yeah.
You got to be careful not to telegraph where you want to go with the pass.
Jothan's in a tough spot. I think Huebner's going to get a timeout. The coach Huebner get a timeout there. Yep, he got the timeout.
Yep. All right. He did.
It's going to be a full timeout, I believe. So we'll be back. We'll take a break.
Well, again, thanks to all the sponsors, and we'll see. And again, we want to remind you, Monday and Tuesday of this next week, we're going to be here as well. And now we're going to take another time out here, Dan, because this time Coach Dave Denarski said, I got a lot of things I want to talk to my gals about. So
okay. You don't see this very often, but we'll take another break.
We'll do that. All right. We'll finish things up.
So Westby's set to inbound the ball here from a very bad spot to have to inbound. See what they got drawn up here. Inbound to Jotham. It was nice of both coaches there to give you 2 full timeouts there to represent your great sponsors there.
Oh yeah, that was good timing.
Yeah, you bet. Well, Stelner in a little bit of trouble. She ends up throwing up the shot. I don't think she got it off enough. I think we're going to get a 5-second. Yeah, 5-second call. Stelner knew she was about trouble. She threw up the shot. It was a smart thing to do. It just didn't do it quite quick enough.
Yep.
So Aquinas is going to bring the ball up. 1.5 minutes left to go. It's 50-33 Aquinas. Hebel out top, kind of dogging Donarski. Donarski still looking to probe the lane here. And Aquinas, I'm going to say it again, probably going to be content just to kind of move the ball around and wait for that layup. I think they're confident they got the ball handlers to deal with it. And there's a foul on Nelson, and that's going to put Weisbrod at the line with 1.6 minutes left. And she rings true on her first free throw. But, in the second half, just kind of a note there, before that flurry, where kind of Donarski and Weisbrod really weren't a factor in the second half.
Yeah.
And Weisbrod has since hit a 3, and now that free throw, and then Donarski had a couple of quick buckets. But Westby has done a really good job defensively in this ball game, I think. We're just got to 1 minute left, and ball on the floor. They're going to get a jump ball on that, and it's going to go back to Aquinas. Weniger kind of got jumped on there.
Our thanks going out to the Westby Co-op Creamery supporting today's broadcast, and also finally the Westby Co-op Credit Union. It's WCCU.
Westby switches out to a man-to-man. I'm going to try to speed things up here. Try to finish this game out on a high note here, and now they're going to come up, try to trap Donarski, and Donarski, at this point, Aquinas looks like they're real content just to wait to get fouled. And Donarski drives, and they are going to get a foul. So Donarski will go to the free throw line there. That's the 8th or 9th team foul in Westby, so it should be a 1-and-1. And that's a foul went on Weniger. That's her 4th.
Wholesale change in players now for the Blue Golds.
Oh boy, yeah. So Donarski stays at the free throw line. Who else is in? We got number 12, Fiona O'Flaherty, entered the game. 14, looks like Elena Bagnevsky. Number 40. I don't have a number 40.
Yeah.
Boy, it always happens, doesn't it, Ken?
There's always one
really,
in the crowd.
I'd really like to say who that is. I have. Anyway. So Donarski makes both free throws. That brings the lead up to 21 now. It's 54-33 with 26.1 left to go in the ball game. And Donarski goes to the bench.
Silcox comes in.
Silcox come in. Yeah, she. We said her name a bunch in the JV game. She ended up with 19 points in that JV game.
Yeah.
Getting some varsity time here. That swings around. That's Weniger in the corner. There's Berg. Berg back to Weniger. Down to 10 seconds. Stelner on the wing. She's going to throw a 3. That misses. There's Berg with the rebound. She goes right back up with it and scores. And that is your ball game. So a well-played game. Final score is Aquinas 54, Westby 35. Maybe I'm biased and a Westby fan, but I feel like the game was closer than the score.
I kind of know where you're coming from with that. The kids never gave up.
Nope.
They kept battling, and that's what was the fun part about this game. I mean, It was good action, really good basketball action.
And it's what it was a 19-point victory for Aquinas, and they really were in control the entire game.
They were.
I don't know that there was ever a lot of doubt, but it just didn't feel like that they got beat by 19 points.
I know. Well, why don't we take a real last-minute break here as you add those up, and then because I think I got like 3 or 4 folks to watch, to look at here, and then we'll talk the final score of the game. Well, 54-35 is the final score here tonight, and a well-played ball game as the La Crosse Aquinas Blue Golds come to the Westby Fieldhouse, and they pick up a win here in strong fashion, really, when you get down to the brass tacks of things. But I also felt that the Norsemen played a pretty consistent ball game themselves. It was just not hitting some of those shots early on that maybe spelled a little bit of the doom, so to speak. But I think the Norsemen have to hold their heads up high and say, we gave a top-ranked team, a quality team in the state of Wisconsin, a good, solid ball game. Let's have the scoring totals here with Dan Grass.
Sure. So for Aquinas, they were led by J.C. Weisbrod had 15 points. Macy Donarski had 14 points. Bree Barr had 11 points, 8 of those in the second half. She's kind of the one who took that flurry over there and gave the spark for Aquinas in the second half. Bailey Teesh had 6 points, and Shea Barr had 4 points. For the Norse, they were led by a couple of players. Grace Hebel had 8, and Jada Berg had 8. Aubrey Jothan had 7, along with Macy Stelner had 7, and Allie Winiger had 5. And that's the scoring totals for the Norse. So, I had 5 players in scoring column, pretty balanced. But
and I was just thinking, that's balanced, but you'd like to have them in the double-digit balance.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? Offensively, they feel like they probably should have scored more points. But
sure.
Keep in mind, Aquinas is probably one of the better defenses they'll see all year. I would think.
I would think so. Yeah.
And so, I think both teams know they played a basketball game tonight for sure. They both played hard, and it was a good quality basketball game early in the season. And I think both coaches can go back to the locker room and say, hey, we got things to work on, but we got better today. So that's a good high school basketball game.
I think that's a great way to put it, Dan. They did get better today. That's a wonderful statement as we end our broadcast. Dan, thanks so much for being here tonight. It was a ton of fun. I always enjoy when we get a chance to work together.
Absolutely. I enjoy the heck out of this, Ken. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Yeah, it's we're going to have a Monday night game with the North Crawford Trojans. That's a 7 o'clock start. Only varsity on Monday night, and then I'll be back here in Westby again on Tuesday with high school wrestling. Maybe we'll invite Dave Gluck to come in and help us with a game or two once in a while.
Yeah, well, why not? Why not? He's a good guy. Haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to invite me to the wrestling match, Ken.
Oh,
I would
there
love
you
to, but I know nothing about wrestling. I'd be an embarrassment to the sport.
Okay, I won't ask. I think I might be an embarrassment to the basketball.
Well, and I'm sure somebody's going to get a hold of me and say that I'm an embarrassment to basketball, and I probably won't argue with them. But
they won't dare say that. I'll support you.
Oh, I appreciate it.
All right, for Dan Grass, this is Ken Manning saying thanks for watching this Western Wisconsin video production, LLC of Westby girls basketball. The La Crosse Aquinas Blue Golds come to town on the varsity side. They pick up the win, 54-35. Have a great rest of the weekend, everyone, and we'll see you Monday night right back here in the Fieldhouse. So long for now.